Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to do a look that I saw Vanessa Hudgens wearing at a red carpet event, either a premiere or something like that. It's a very graphic black eye. It's not for the faint-hearted, so if you are quite brave with makeup, this is definitely for you. And it's just a really cool one. It really suits her. Hopefully it'll suit me. We've got quite similar shaped eyes, so maybe it will, and maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. And the first thing I'm going to do is use our black gel eyeliner with a flat brush like that, which is kind of a concealer brush if you like. I'm just going to start packing that all over the lid, but I'm not going up toward the crease, I'm just staying very low down at the minute. I'm just going to do a little bit on the other side. Just keep it really close to the lash line. Start to take it up into a round shape. And then we're going to wing it out in a sec. I'm just getting it on, I'm not really focusing on my shape for a sec. So I'm just going to take a small little sort of detailer brush like this. I'm just going to start manipulating that top edge. I'm just going to start pulling it out, and then I'll keep the brush with the product in my sort of other hand. Obviously you can either do one eye at a time or do what I've done, but you need to blend before it dries. It comes out into a very straight line here, but I'm not going to worry about that yet. I might do it with a little liquid eyeliner brush. So I'm going to take an eyeliner brush, like I said I was going to do, with a big dollop of our gel liner on the back of my hand. Just take a good scoop out and use the back of your hand as a palette. And just keep rolling the product through till you get it into a nice point. This is a fail sort of safe way to, you know, start a liquid eyeliner. You need the brush and the consistency on the brush to be perfect. Let's see. So she goes under the eye with it. And it comes out very straight and angular. It's not a soft look. So it's just a bit of eye makeup remover just to go over the edges of my shape as I go along. I don't want to put too much on and then struggle getting it off later, so just kind of trying to tidy up my shape as I go. Just going to soften this bottom line. So I'm just packing on a little bit more of this gel liner. I want the line of it to be almost like it's a really big, thick black liquid liner. And you can go in here as well. She was wearing a really gorgeous dress on this image. You'll see the image on our blog, and it's really beautiful. She looks fab. I'm just using the point of my brush just to squeeze that out a little bit more. In the photo her head's looking down, so I'm going off of just what I can see. So I'm just going to do the same thing with my head. And then bring that up there. Yeah, it comes a bit higher. Okay, and then I'm just going to blend that so there's no creasing in the crease. Just going to have a little play with one of our other gel eyeliners, which is a grey black. It's kind of a sparkly black. This is called Shortlist. I'm just going to take an angled brush like that, and I'm just going to dip it straight in the product. Use it on the back of my hand just to thin out texture that's on my brush. I'm just going to use that on the top line and in the tear duct there. So that's that colour. It's a bit softer. It'll help you blend in that top line and make it seem a bit less hard. Although I don't think this is a look that can seem less hard, really. So I'm just going to get in here with a Q-tip and a little bit of cleansing water. I'm just taking off any edges that I don't like. And then you're going to go in with concealer later on anyway, so don't worry about looking veiny or blue or anything. Just be really, really careful, and you can see I'm making really, really careful movements. Really short, like little bursts of pressure to the area that I want to get rid of. And then I'm just going to go underneath as well. So I'm just lining the waterline. There's a lot of black pencil on her waterline here. So I'm just going to take a little bit of silver lining with a bit of a detailer, small little pointy brush like that. I'm just going to use that just in here, a little tiny bit. I don't want it to be a black and white eye look, because obviously if I put loads of this grey on the eye or loads of this silver on the eye, it'll start to look very like it's black and white. Take a slightly bigger brush, that one. I'm going to take it and I'm just going to get it in that tear duct there, just a bit. So I'm just taking this brush again with no product and I'm just going to soften that top line. I'm literally just blending out, but not pulling it anywhere else. I'm just trying to soften. Black pencil with little sparkly bits in. I'm just going to run that here, just to create a bit more depth. Obviously you don't need to be neat with it because the eyelid's so jet black anyway. I'm going to work with this palette here. I'm going to work with the matte black, which is called Blackout, I think, yeah. I'm just basically blacking it out a little bit more. I'm just patting it into the cream liner, and then you can blend the top edge. I'm just going to press a little bit of Night Sky over the other black that I used, just to give it a little bit more of something. I think I'm nearly done with the eyes. So far so good for a first attempt. Get rid of that little bit of eyeshadow that fell on the nose. So now I'm going to work with some concealer. This is number 1. Take it as close as you can to all that makeup and the brow bone without touching the makeup. So just go really gentle and not too close, but close enough, if that makes sense. Alright, now with some foundation. I've got number 2. I'm going to start to work that from the centre of the face outwards. So for my blush I'm going to use a little bit of Cinnamon, which is one of our lipsticks. And I'm just going to use the back of my hand as a palette, just there. And I'm going to mix that with a little bit of buff and create sort of the perfect shade of blush. So quite like that. I'm just going to use my ring finger. Actually no, I'm going to use a brush. This kind of brush. I'm just going to dab it into the product. My hands are a little bit of a mess. That's what happens when you wear makeup like this, just so you know. And then just gently gauge how much you need. So I'm just sort of smiling a little bit just to pop my cheeks up, and I'm applying it to sort of half on the apple, half on the contour line. Makes a nice colour, that. I'll be mixing that and putting it in a pot for permanent use. Just for the fun of it, I'm going to see what that's like on the lip. Oh, it's nice. I love mixing products. So I'm going to work with a little bit of mascara. This is the Maxi lash. If you do like this lipstick that I've created, feel free to email me and ask me the ratio of how much I've used and all that. And also, if you do like it and want to take it out with you on a night out, for example, but obviously you don't want to take 2 lipsticks, just always sort of keep hold of pots of empty makeup or empty eye creams. They're really good to sort of help you, you know, mix and make things with. And if you did decide to mix it, you can either scrape off a little bit of each lipstick, so say like that much, sort of shave it off with a really sharp knife, pop it in a little pot, do the same with the other, but obviously they're both going to go in the same pot, and then microwave them so that they merge together, and then you can just give it a little mix with a Q-tip, or probably not a Q-tip actually, because of the lint that it's made out of, you'll get little hairs in it, like a chopstick or something like that. Okay, so I'm going to set with our foundation powder, which can also be a finishing powder if you want. Don't know whether you've seen it, but this is what it does. So it opens like that, and then basically it has sort of a 360 technology with the mirror, which I guess helps if, you know, you're in funny lights and you need the mirror to sort of be a certain angle or whatever, and it's good because you can hold it like that, or like that, or you can twist it like that. I'm just going to go a little bit there, a little bit around the eye and the nose and the chin. Just think of anywhere where you'd naturally sweat and set that, because that is where we don't want to look shiny when we've got a fancy gorgeous makeup like this. But it's okay to keep the dewiness all here, down the nose even, a little bit on the top of the forehead just looks nice, but the chin always looks a bit perspiry, and you know, so on. So let me know what you think of this look. I really like it. I'll sit back so you can get a different aspect on it. I mean, it's very, very dark. It's very smoky. I'd wear it to go out on a night out. I didn't know whether I'd like it that much, but I really do. I've never done this look before, so this is a first for me as well. And I know how to work with products, but it honestly wasn't that difficult. It's just about taking a little bit of product, adding it, taking a tiny bit away if it needs it before obviously it's too late, and then going on to the next step. Yeah, it's really simple. I mean, the eyes are definitely the hardest part of it. And that was it, but yeah, I really like it. I think she looks gorgeous in the look, Vanessa Hudgens, so I will post a photograph of her wearing this on our blog, which is fashionistacosmetics.blogspot or .blogger, but the link will be in the bar below, so definitely click on it so you can go check it out and you can tell me whether you think I did okay or not. Thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Take care, bye.